Welcome in Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia. In this city lives approximately 34 million people. And right now we have a very unique situation on airport in Jakarta. Oh, the new capital city will have a name Ikan. Ikan is also a fish. This building is the second oldest building in whole Jakarta. Babe, how you happy after this?
Piss me off.
Why they piss you off? Why I'm saying approximately? Because no one ever count them very properly. So let's see. Welcome to Jakarta, formerly known by Batavia. Jakarta today is the capital city of Indonesia, but back in the days, the city were named Batavia. Why? I have no idea. But now, a few years ago, they just announced that they will move the capital city from Jakarta to. Where will they move the capital city?
Kalimantan.
They will move to Kalimantan because. Huh?
IKN, Kole.
What is IKN?
IKN.
The new capital city.
It's just IKN.
IKN. Oh, the new capital city will have a name Ikan. Ikan is also a fish. So it's gonna be fish city or what? Ikan? It's a fish.
No.
Ikan? No. Okay, it doesn't work like this. But for me, it was really similar. Ikan. So now we are in the main square of touristic main square of Indonesian capital city Jakarta, which is a really big city. I will tell you about this in the next few seconds. Since you decide to go to Indonesia, probably you will end up in Bali. But anyway, you'll end up in Jakarta, the place I'm not the biggest fan of. But if you end up here, this airport has 3 terminals. The third one is used by mainly, majority part of the capacity of the Terminal 3 is used by Garuda Indonesian National Airlines. So if you're flying different airlines, probably you will end up on the Terminal 1, where we just land up, or Terminal 2, which is mostly used by the low cost. So this airport, as I said, has 3 terminals and serves over 60 million passengers yearly. Welcome in Jakarta. Jakarta airport, they call it, what is the name of the airport, babe? I forgot. Soekarno-Hatta is one of the busiest airports in Southeast Asia. It's one of 20 most packed airports in the world. And there are few fun facts about this airport you have to know before you arrive to this airport. And one regulation, law regulation, recently in the 1st September started working. So beware. So stay tuned and watch till end, because thanks to that you can save a few hours and tons of problems arriving to not only Jakarta but also to many of Indonesia's airports. So now, when you already are in Bali, in Indonesia, on the airport in Jakarta, you have to find the transport. All over the world, the transport is always a problem. Not because people have a different mindset or different approach to transport. No, because people always want to scam you. So, best of all is come to Bali, to Indonesia. The best way is to install Grab or Gojek app, and through app take the car. Do not ever take a car in Indonesia and all over the world before you establish a price, because then they will scam you in 30 seconds. Basically, from Jakarta you can take a train. I never use train or bus to go to the city center. I have no idea how. And today also we will take a Grab. Why? Because it's cheap, affordable. The cheapest option, Grab, costs like $8 from the airport to the city center. Really, if you want to take exclusive car like we just took, it will cost around $15. it's nothing. And if you get scammed, you can pay even 15 euros. So they have a train, and the train goes around 35 minutes from the airport to city center. But I'm sorry, I have no idea how to arrange that. That way, we will take a Grab, which or Gojek, Grab, doesn't matter. Both of those services are very, very popular. The third one is Bluebird, and I also use sometimes Bluebird. So take one of them and go directly to the city center. Another fun fact. It's not about the airport, it's more about the mentality of the people working on the airport. So if you're traveling to Indonesia, maybe not to Bali, but to any other airports, and you're carrying, I don't know, luxury bag, or you look very stylish, you have massive chance that they will over to the private control because they think you can smuggle something. That happened to my wife today, and it happens to her several times. That's why very often when we crossing the customs, she goes one line and I goes another line, because if we go together, they will take us both to the special privilege private control on the airport. Babe, how you happy after this?
Piss me off.
Why they pissed you off?
Why? Do I look criminal or what?
No, you look too luxury. Louis Vuitton here, Louis Vuitton there. So it's.
But piss me off. Rasa they want to pee and then I'm gonna stop.
I look like a guy from the garbage, so they didn't take me back. So it's funny about this airport that the maximum capacity for this airport, 3 terminals, is 40 million passengers. In 2024, they served over 60 million passengers. So they're a little bit above the capacity, but that's the reason why also this airport is one of the most delayed airport. Traffics, delays, everything what can happen wrong always happening. So usually when you're flying from Jakarta somewhere, your flight is usually delayed at least 60 minutes. So don't worry if you late for your flight. Probably the flight will be also late. So the building was developed in 1805, so over 220 years old right now. And back in the days, when the Dutch conquered Indonesia, here in this building, his headquarters, homestay, had a Dutch governor who was charging the Indonesia. So, they conquered Indonesia, and they put this guy in this very beautiful and big building as his homestay. And why they put him here? Because when you come here directly, you will be capable to see basically his office. He was living here and working there. Exactly there. It's his office there back in the days, yeah? It's quite big building, and before it was a Dutch gallery and the oldest building in Jakarta. Batavia Cafe is one of the oldest cafes in Jakarta. They were celebrating last December 32nd anniversary, and the building, this building is the second oldest building in whole Jakarta. It was established in 1805, which means the building itself has more than 220 years right now. And right now we have a very unique situation on airport in Jakarta, because the flight operated by AirAsia Jakarta Denpasar is not delay. It's on time. Seriously. That's something which scares me. Why the plane is not late? Do you have any doubts? Any
If it's that to be professional,
Impossible. You really believe that what you just said?
I try to believe.
Yeah. My wife is very optimistic. Her whole life it's only depend on her optimistic approach to life. In my opinion, something is mistakenly put it on the board. So